The NNSCRA Offline and Online Racing at its best presents Speed World.
Stop number 14 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Pocono Raceway, Pocono, Pennsylvania. The tricky triangle, or should I say the ultimate triangle in this series, I should say. As we are here today for the running of the Wix Filters 500. We're set for 30 laps of action on this 2.5 mile triangle shaped racetrack. 3 different turns, 3 different straightaways, and that's what this track's unique characteristic is. And here's your starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole, it is Casey Hoyt in car 75, the Factory Source of America Ford, his first pole, I believe, this season. He's alongside car number 9, the Spam Milling Performance Ford of Emmanuel Hartnett sitting alongside. Second row has car number 37, James Henry, the Little Caesars Kmart T Plus Ford. He's alongside car number 15, Alex Miller, the defending winner of this race from a season back, the Quality Care Ford, car number 15. Next row down, row number 3 has car 88, Cat Batson, the Texaco Haviland Ford, and number 12, that is the Straight Arrow Mane and Tail Ford of Collar Sustray. Going to row number 4 is the winner at Bristol this season. It is Eric Sadler in car 23, the Smokin' Joe's Ford. And beside him, number 5, that is Phil Parker in the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Next row down is car number 81, that is Salmon Ozcon at the wheel of the TIC Financial Systems Ford. And beside him is Keith Batson in car 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford. Keith, by the way, carrying one of our in-car cameras in today's race. Next row down is number 2, Dylan Young, who won at North Wilkesboro this season. And number 21, that is the car of Quentin Moore, the Citgo Ford. Next row down has Daniel Voiles in car 26, the Quaker State Ford, who has our second in-car camera. He's alongside number 77. That is the Laura Chung machine, the number 77 Jasper Engines US Air Federal Mogul Ford. Next row down is car number 3, the winner at the All-Star Race at Charlotte this season. That is Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, car number 3. He's alongside car number 6. That is Nathan Orman in the Valvoline Ford. Nathan has our third in-car camera. That's Nathan Hudson, not Nathan Orman. It's Nathan Hudson driving the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. And as I said, Hudson's got our third in-car camera in today's event. Next row down is number 30. That is Zachary Fitzwater, the Pennzoil Pontiac, and number 31, Rafael Duke in the Hardee's Chevrolet, car number 31. Next row down is Sarah Eisner, another rookie in this field, and number 41, Kodiak Chevrolet, and number 43, that is Matt McIntyre, the STP Pontiac. Next row down is number 19, that is Carson Gum in the Hell Source Ford, and number 8, Joshua Osborne, the Daytona 500 champion in the Brave Bestis Ford, car number 8. Next row down is Trent Dunham in number 1, the Skull Classic Ford, and number 10, the Tide Ford of Michael Turner. Next row down is number 40, Sean Galligan in the Kendall Motor Oil Pontiac. And number 16, that is Ali Liara in the Family Channel Ford. Next row down is number 7, that is Alexander Rowe in the Exide Batteries Ford. And number 33, Reggie Fogelman, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet. Next row down is Seth Cullen, number 11, the Lowe's Ford. And number 87, that is the car of Christian Bracken in the Burger King Chevrolet. Next row down is the winner at Richmond this season, Colin Cropley in the Budweiser Chevrolet, car 25, and number 18, that's Nathan Ormond, number 18 car, the Interstate Battery Chevrolet. Next row down has winner at Talladega this season, Max Anderson in the number 29, Meineke Mufflers Chevrolet, and beside him will be Jessica Shelton, who won at Sonoma this season, the McDonald's Batman Forever Ford, car number 94. Next row down is number 71, Hiccup Bush, and number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet, the winner at Atlanta and Martinsville this season. That's Caleb Vogler. Next row down is number 90, Jeff Leinbach, the Heilig Myers Ford, and number 42, Kyle Matthews, who's won 3 times this season. He won at Darlington, Rockingham, and Dover. Next row down is number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet of Eric Monaco, and number 17, the Western Auto Chevrolet Mitchell Hodak. And then starting shotgun in the field is car number 22, the winner of the 600 at Charlotte this season, Dylan Poteet, the MBNA Pontiac, car 22, and the number 98 RCA Ford of Connor Breton. So there's your starting lineup here at Pocono, and here's the command to fire them up.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
And we would be remiss to mention too that we mentioned Dylan Young won at North Wilkesboro this season. He also won the last race on the tour at Riverside this season. So Dylan looking for 2 in a row. So here's the man as the field rolls up a pit road back for the start of the race right after this. Well, there's the view from the in-car camera of Daniel Foyles. This car, he is down on the apron. Something is wrong with the number 26 machine. As you see him having problems getting this car to run here. And he may be heading his way down pit road, possibly. Meantime, the rest of the field is getting ready for the green flag here at Pocono Raceway. There's already Wix Filters 500. Casey Hoyt and Emmanuel Hartnett will be your front row here. Daniel Foyles will indeed follow the pace car down pit road. Let's see what happens. See if they can get the problem straight out on the 26 machine. Meantime, green flag flags were underway, and James Henry was ready for the start was ready to make a 3 wide between him, Hoyt, and the 9 car of Emmanuel Hartnett. Off the 14-degree bank, turn number 1 onto the Long Pond straightaway, which is 3,055 feet in length. About the same as the backstretch at Daytona is. And through turn number 2, what's called a tunnel turn. There is indeed a tunnel that runs through the corner for the infield traffic, and now onto the North Chute, which is 1,780 feet in length. Second turn is banked at 8 degrees, by the way, and then into the flattest of the 3 turns, that's turn 3, banked at only 6 degrees, the slowest corner on this track. And on to the longest straightaway of them all, the front stretch, which is 3,740 feet in length. And to use the math and to do the math right there, that is 260 feet shorter than the backstretch at Talladega. Casey Hoyt leads the first lap of this race here, looking for his first ever win in this series. One of the rookie contenders in this series. He's also a veteran he's also one of the best known names, I should say, in the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series. And down the stretch now comes Cat Batson to the inside of Hartnett, looking for second position here. James Henry in fourth spot in car number 37. Eric Sadler moving his way up around the 15 car of Alex Miller, looking for fifth position. He's got it. Dylan Young running in sixth position now, and Keith Batson as we jump on board with the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. Keith right now sitting in the 8th position. Into turn number 1 he goes, 196 miles an hour into turn number 1. Hits the brakes now, slows it down about 149, 148 miles an hour. I saw 147 blank through turn number 1. Wrapped off Dylan Young's car down the Long Pond straightway into turn number 2, up to 194 miles an hour into turn number 2, and down about 151 to that corner, now off the second corner, about 160 miles an hour, and up to about 183 miles an hour into turn number 3, and then slows it down to about 137 miles an hour, and picks the throttle back up, come off the third corner. That's about probably 155 miles an hour off the third corner, excuse me. So keep remember, there's 3 corners, not 4 here at Pocono. And again, about 196 going into turn number 1 goes Keith Batson. So he's running right now 7th position right now, gets by Alex Miller, tries to get by the 23 car of Eric Sadler. As they go into turn number 2, now here, 30 laps the distance here today at Pocono Raceway. There's Alex Miller, the number 15 car, running in 8th position. 9th is Kyler Sustre, and Samet Ozcon right now runs in 10th position. Cole Deaver trying to zoom his way around Phil Parker in car number 5. There is Cole Deaver, the winner of the All-Star race at Charlotte Motor Speedway earlier this season. They're driving the Dale Earnhardt colors. Trying to get around Laura Chung, does not do so. He lost a couple spots on that straightaway right there. Not only the Laura Chung in the 77, but the 30 car also of Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater now trying for the 11th position inside of the 5 car of Bill Parker. Parker, had the back off, coming off turn number 2. And meantime, Trent Dunham begins the roll, and he's going to make a 3 wide into turn 3. That is, I don't know if that would have been a wise move or not. And there's still 3 wide off that 3rd corner. Parker on the high side, Deaver in the middle, Dunham on the low side. Dunham does not get the momentum he wanted right there. And now Nathan Hudson goes by on the outside of the track in the Valvoline Ford. And you saw Hudson just cut right in front of Dunham, and then his car drifts up the high side now. That is the Nathan Hudson machine. Roof cam on the Valvoline Ford. Carson Gunn going by him in car number 19 as they come off the corner into turn number 3 now. Hudson on the brakes right there, and it seems like turn 3 is the place to be on the high side of the track there. And there's again 3 wide to the 3rd corner now. Deaver again in the middle, and Dunham again does not get the run on the low side. So the high side does seem to be the place to be coming off the corners here at Pocono. And whoa, Deaver had to stick his car right in front of the 6th car of Hudson. Hudson right now runs 15th at the moment. Lead continues to be held by Casey Hoyt in car number 75, and so we go back to the front of the field. Well, actually, Casey Hoyt does not have the lead anymore. Kat Batson has now got it in car number 88. Take a look at what happened going into turn number 1 right there. Here in the last lap, here Kat Batson made the move to the inside of Casey Hoyt, tried to go for the top spot right there. She got the draft off the 9 car of Emmanuel Hartnett, and Kat took the lead away, and she has held it ever since at this juncture of the event. As we go back to live action now, and we got word Daniel Voiles is now back on the racetrack. There he is. He was to have started about the middle of the pack there, and as you remember, he went to pit road along with the pace car on the start of the race here, and he is all alone right now in 42nd position, looking for a caution flag in the Quicker State Ford. So tough break for the Voiles' team right there for the time being. Continue our way through the front of the field right there. Hudson's running 14th position right now. Trent Dunham is 15th. Laura Chung 16th. 17th position right now belonging to Sean Galligan. Rafael LeDuc, number 31, runs in 18th position. 19th is Quentin Moore, and Carson Gum has now dropped to 20th in car number 19. Meantime, Matt McIntyre, car 43 runs in 21st position right now. 22nd is Sarah Eisner. Colin Cropley, 23rd. Alexander Rowe running right now 23rd position for these Exide Batteries Ford. 24th belonging to Ali Liara. 25th is Hiccup Bush. 26th right now is Jeff Leinbach. 27th is Max Anderson. 28th Seth Cole. 29th is Mitchell Hodak. And 30th right now belonging to, I believe, Michael Turner in car number 10. Although he's about to lose that to Dylan Poteet right now in the number 22 car, and he cuts right in front of Turner's car. He had to swipe his way in front of both. I tell you, Wade Poteet cutting right in front of Turner. He took the nose off. He almost took the nose off of both Turner's car, and along with also the 94 car, Jessica Shelton. Shelton there, she is running 33rd right now. The McDonald's Batman Forever board. She won Sonoma this season. Trying to get her season back on track here. Christian Bracken right now runs in 35th position. And it's Ormond Fogelman, Matthews, Monaco, Osborne, Breton, and Fogler, the top 41. It's in this pack of cars right there. There's Fogler trying to get in underneath Connor Breton. Now Fogler, of course, knows the outside lane. Maybe the best place to try to make a pass right there. And Breton, Breton just barely cuts in front of the 24 car. I thought he was going to take the nose off of the Fogler machine, to be honest. And unfortunately, all alone is the 26 car of Daniel Voiles. A tough break for him, as we mentioned at the start of the event, when he had to pit under the pace lap. But right now, it is Kat Batson, your leader, in car number 88 right there. And right there behind Casey Hoyt is Kat's husband, Keith Batson, car in the second in the primary Texaco Haviland car. There he is. They're going to make it a KAB. Here, could it possibly be a KAB Enterprises 1-2 today? We'll find out. It'd be a great day for the Batson team if that were to happen. But still, there's 18 laps remaining in this race there. With this time by here, Batson goes to the inside. Keith Batson, that is in car 28, takes that low side on Casey Hoyt, tries to get by him, and he may get the help from Dylan Young in car number 2. And Dylan, knowing him, I thought he was going to try to make a 3 wide on between him, the 28 and the 75, but that was not going to work. And Keith now has second position, and now in front of him is his wife. You can definitely tell by the front valence on these machines right there. That is the different colors on those cars. That's the only way you can separate those two right there is both the bottom color of the machine and also the number of the car, the 88 for Kat and the 28 for Keith. And that will change next season when the 88 car will have Quality Care as a sponsor in that machine next season for season 39. And Keith Batson now has the lead spot, and Casey Hoyt decides, I'm going to spoil the Batson 1-2 and take the second position away. So Casey Hoyt goes to second position now. Kat Batson drops to third. Dylan Young remains fourth, and Eric Sadler now runs in fifth position in car 23. And give a call to Eric Sadler, the winner, the man who won at Bristol this season in the Food City 500. There he is. Giving that car quite a ride here today. He drives the number 12 car, by the way, in the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series. And by the way, he has made as of the time I'm recording this video, has made the playoffs in that series. Something that this series will never have, by the way, is a playoff chase system, by the way. And you heard it here first, too. Sadler right now runs in fifth position at the moment of this event here. Sixth position is Emmanuel Hartnett. Alex Miller remains seventh. James Henry has dropped to eighth position. Ninth right now is Zachary Fitzwater. And Kyler Sustre right now runs in 10th position. There he is in car number 12. Battling with the 81 car of Samit Ozkan. And we got a battle for the lead happening possibly here. Kat and Keith are at it again there. Kat goes in second position. She gets by the Casey Hoyt automobile. And whoa, Hoyt just about got right into Dylan Young off turn number 2. And Young will take third position. He's going to bring Eric Sadler with him now in 23. And he's going to go to fourth. So Casey Hoyt drops from second to fifth in one fell swoop off turn, and maybe possibly sixth position now, as because here comes Emmanuel Hartnett on the low side now. Hartnett goes to, and Hartnett will stay in behind Hoyt right now, and here comes Dylan Young inside of Kat Batson for the number 2 position in car number 2. Dylan Young dominated the day at Riverside Raceway, the last race on the tour, the second road course stop of the season. And the third road course race of the season will not be until race number 21, I believe, at Watkins Glen. Next stop on the tour after this will be at Michigan Speedway for the running of the Miller Lite 400. Then it'll be the mid-season classic, the Pepsi 400 at Daytona International Speedway. Under the lights at Daytona International Speedway, I should say as well too. And then it'll be a 1 mile flat track we'll be trying on for the series as well too. The Milwaukee Mile for the Sears Die Hard 250. Or I should say for the Sears Die Hard 300, excuse me, not the 250. 250 would be the Xfinity race. Young goes inside of Batson once, tries for second position, and does not get it off the second corner now. Alex Miller, meanwhile, as he gets back around James Henry, that's for 7th position. In the meantime, Quentin Moore begins to roll on the outside now as he gets by the Nathan Hudson car. He gets by Nathan Hudson and the car of Sam Oscon. Moore right now running in 15th position, and now tries to take 14th from Laura Chung in car 77. He will do so. So Quentin Moore working his way through the field nicely. And meantime, Raphael Leduc sliding backwards now in 31 as Carson Gum and the 40 car of Sean Galligan have both passed him. And now here comes Alexander Rowe to try to do the same thing in car number 7. And he will, well, see what happens through the third turn this time right there, because Leduc may have the edge on the high side now of Rowe. See, a lot of cars get that good run off that third corner. And in this case, Leduc does so as he comes off the corner. He's now dropped right now to 20th position. In the meantime, 3 wide in turn number 1 here. That's Hiccup Bush. Hiccup Bush, Max Anderson, and Sarah Eisner. Eisner comes away with that one up ahead of those two. Shows you the rest of the field right there as they come out the corner. It's the Batsons 1-2. Keith, your leader. His wife, Kat, in second position right now. That's short for Kathy, by the way. Or Kathleen, short for Kathleen. Caution free so far. The fastest lap race so far set by the 12 car of Kyle Sustre. 169.199 miles an hour. Lap speeds of almost 170 miles an hour around Pocono. There's a look from onboard Keith's perspective. This time by he'll be coming down for 10 laps to go in the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. And clean so far this race so far here today as he comes off the corner. Rear bumper cam on Keith's machine. Cat Batson trying to close up there. Dylan Young, meantime, goes to the inside of Cat Batson for second position. And Dylan will take the spot away off the first corner. Cat tries the high side again off the second turn this time. Casey Hoyt drafting behind Dylan Young, and here comes Casey Hoyt to the low side. He's going to make it 3 wide. And let's see who has that spot coming off the corner there. It could be Casey Hoyt. Nope, it could be Dylan Young. And Dylan Young from the middle lane makes it work this time. And it looks like we're under caution for the first time here today. So, caution number 1 flying at Pocono Raceway, and it is the 19 car Carson Gum who has crashed. So, caution number 1 flying on lap number 22 here at Pocono Raceway. Take a look as to what happened to Carson Gum on this lap. And he just flat. Yeah, he just flat. I don't know what that was all about right there. Carson Gum just flat center punched Salmon Oscon in the turn number 1. I don't know what that was. I don't know if Oscon had a problem or not. Let's see what happened in the turn number 1. There is Oscon. He just slowed dramatically. Of course, he slowed dramatically in the turn number 1 anyway, but not as slow as he did. But he had a problem apparently on his car, and Carson couldn't get wound up in time and just center punched the back of that 81 machine and turns Salmon Oscon on his side and then on his roof. Looks almost about like Ken Schrader quite a few years ago at Pocono, just about, don't it? So, oh my gosh. Oscon sliding down the banking, sliding down the 14 degrees of banking at Pocono Raceway in turn number 1. And a lot of people did a great job missing the crash himself right there. And I'm not sure if Daniel Voiles missed the crash. Let's see if Voiles. There's Breton. He goes by. And Oscon, yeah, Oscon's going to teleport on the pit road before Daniel Voiles even gets to him. And there's Carson Gum coming on the pit road right now. And him and Oscon says are finished. So caution out for the first time in Pocono Raceway here it's 8 laps to go here today. Can Keith Batson hold him up? We'll find out for the restart right after this. 40 cars remain in today's event here, and all of them are on the lead lap here. As we'll be down to 5 laps to go when this race restarts. Keith Batson is your leader. Second position is Dylan Young. Cat Batson is in third position. Could it be 1-2 for KAB Enterprises? We'll find out if it ends up that way, regardless of the finishing order. Fourth position, I should say, is Casey Hoy. He's been strong all day long. Fifth is Eric Sadler. Sixth right now is Emmanuel Hartnett. Defending race winner Alex Miller's in 7th position. 8th right now is Kyler Sustre. 9th is Zachary Fitzwater. 10th position is James Henry. 11th is Phil Parker. 12th is Trent Dunham. 13th is Laura Chung. 14th is Quentin Moore. 15th Cole Beaver. 16th is Nathan Hudson. 17th is Sean Galligan. 18th is Raphael Leduc. 19th is Alexander Rowe. And 20th is Matt McIntyre. 21st is Max Anderson, then Sarah Eisner, Hiccup Bush, Jeff Leinbach, Colin Cropley, Seth Cole, Ali Liara, Mitchell Hodak, Dylan Pote, and Eric Monaco. That is your top 20. That is your top 30 here at Pocono as the green flag is about to fly. And we're down to 5 laps to go. Rest of the order on the restart here is Michael Turner, Nathan Ormond, Reggie Bogelman, Kyle Matthews, Christian Bracken, Caleb Bogler, Joshua Osborne, Jessica Shelton, Connor Breton, and Daniel Voiles. That's your rest of the finishing order, rest of the running order, as of right now. They hope not to finish that far back, though, so we'll see what happens here. And Dylan Young in second position right now, trying to catch Keith Batson and trying to make it 2 in a row for the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Ford. And here comes Alex Miller to the low side of Emmanuel Hartnett in the turn number 3. Let's see what happens coming off the third corner this time. Miller does not get the run off the corner. Of course, as we mentioned, the high side is working for everybody else, and coming off that third and final corner, that could be the key if it comes down to a side-by-side race on the final lap. Hartnett takes the 5th position away, but Eric Sadler tries to get it back as they come off the first corner. Laura Chung and Cole Deaver nose to tail. Ford versus Chevrolet in this case, where they're Trent Dunham on the high side. Sean Galligan trying to get past as well, too, in car number 40. And here comes Quentin Moore in 21. On board with Nathan Hudson in car number 6, running right now 17th. He decides to join that train on the high side of the track right there behind Sean Galligan and Alexander Rowe. He will get past Quentin Moore with ease as they come off down the front stretch now, coming down for 3 laps remaining. You saw the speed for Nathan Hudson, 198 miles an hour to turn number 1. Back to the front of the field here. In the meantime, Dylan Young has taken the lead here at Pocono. The Batsons are 2 and 3 right now. Can they come back on Dylan as they come off the 3rd corner now? 2 laps to go at Pocono. Dylan Young out in front. Keith Batson to the low side once again into turn number 1. Nothing doing for the time being. Young stays out in front. Here comes Casey Hoyt to the high side. Not to be here for Hoyt. Casey Hoyt down the low side right now, keeps 4th position for the time being. Hartnett remains 5th, and now battle for 6th position between Alex Miller and Eric Sadler. And Sadler, he may have the high side to his advantage now as they come down through turns 3. Kyler Sussery, meantime, does help the 15 car, but here again, that high side working to the advantage of the 23 machine. The white flag waits over Dylan Young. 1 to go. Can he hold him off one more lap? Does Keith Batson have anything? Him and Cat Batson both. The top 8 cars are all Fords here at Pocono Raceway. Here comes Batson to the low side for the win. Dylan cuts him up through turn number 2 here as they come down the North Street for the final time. Casey Hoyt, meantime, tries to battle with Cat Batson for 3rd position. Here comes Batson. Here comes Keith to the low side of Young. They're side by side through the 3rd turn. Batson low side. He has to back off. Young has the high side to his advantage, and that is going to seal the deal. Dylan Young wins at Pocono. Remember I said about the high side may work to your advantage, and that did, and that was what I was talking about right there. Dylan Young had the high line over Keith Batson. Keith had to back off through the middle of through turn 3. Apparently some little something, I don't know what, but Keith, realizing he couldn't run that fast, couldn't run that high. I don't know what it was there, but anyway, the 3rd turn was the deciding factor. As we mentioned, side by side through the 3rd turn, and we mentioned the high side had been working for everybody all day long, and it did on that last lap. And that last lap battle backs up what I said right there. But Dylan Young, 2 in a row in his 3rd of the season for the Miller Genuine Draft Ford, and he'll take the win after winning at Riverside, and he won also at North Wilkesboro. So Dylan Young is your winner. Keith Batson 2nd position. Cat Batson comes home 3rd. The Batsons come home 2 and 3 in this event here. Casey Hoyt with a strong 4th here in this event. 5th position goes to Emmanuel Hartnett. Then Eric Sadler 6th. Alex Miller 7th. 8th goes to Kyler Sustre. 9th to Phil Parker. And 10th position will go to Zachary Fitzwater. 11th place will go to James Henry, Laura Chung 12th, 13th Trent Dunham, 14th goes to Alexander Rowe, a solid day for him. 15th to Cole Beaver, 16th Sean Galligan, 17th Nathan Hudson, 18th Rafael Leduc, 19th Quentin Moore, and 20th goes to Sarah Eisner. 21st on down in this event here. Seth Cole comes home 21st, Hiccup Bush 22nd, Max Anderson, Matt McIntyre, Colin Cropley matches his car number, finishing 25th. Then Ali Liara, Dylan Poteet, Michael Turner, Jeff Leinbach, and Kyle Matthews. Not a good day for Matthews, finishing 30th here. The other three-time winner this event this season so far. Here, rest of the order here: Mitchell Hodak, 31st. Then Eric Monaco, Nathan Orman, Christian Bracken, Joshua Osborne, the Daytona 500 champion, 35th. Then Caleb Vogler, 36th. Daniel Voiles, who was 42nd all day long. He ends up 37th after picked up a few spots on the restart himself. Jessica Shelton, 38th. 39th goes to Reggie Vogelman, and 40th goes to Connor Breton. So that's your final, all the 40 cars that finish here today, and all of them on the lead lap. Carson Gum and Simon Oscon both out of the event, 41st and 42nd respectively. But third win of the year and 2 in a row. Third win of the season and 2 in a row for Dylan Young as he takes the victory here at Pocono Raceway here. Average speed 140.030. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got in our races. We got gaming videos. We got in our online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for a show, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Next Gen Cup Series and Duracell Ultra Light Series, the two main series on this channel, and both of them run by the head man himself, Seth Cole. And if you want in on future seasons of the NNSCRA Duracell Next Gen Cup Series or Duracell Ultra Light Series, be sure to get with Seth, and he will get you going on that. Also subscribe and become part of the crew here today as well, too, as Seth would say as well. And also be sure to check out other channels from the NNSCRA community as well. So that will do it here today at Pocono Raceway. And for now, this is James Qualls. Has been a production of the NNSCRA offline and online racing. We'll see you at the high banks of Michigan for the Miller Lite 400.